Okay, I believe we are live. Let's see. Okay, awesome. Can people hear me? I want to double check that people are able to hear me. Let me see. I'm checking. Hello, everyone. Check that people are able to hear me. Okay, awesome. Hello, everyone. I'm Sudha Jamte, and this is Sudha Live. I'm doing it a different time. It's Friday once a month, but I'm doing it my morning time here in Silicon Valley so that I have an overlap with some of you who wanted to talk to me today. So, how are you doing? How's your week going? And since I'm talking to you once a month, I should say, how's your month going? And I'm going to watch this on LinkedIn. And I see comments. Thank you, Nagaratna, for already joining here. Thank you. And thank you for confirming you're able to hear the audio. I appreciate that. So, Sudha Live is my happy hour with you once a month to welcome my new students from LinkedIn Learning and to answer your questions. For all of you learners who have been with me through Weekly Wed at Business School of AI, my learner community. And so what I'm going to do is I will bring you latest in AI. I will answer any questions that you have on LinkedIn. This is also streaming on YouTube, but I'm not going to be able to look at both. So I'm just going to look at only at LinkedIn and answer questions. And the purpose here is to bring you AI opportunities. So I will bring you jobs, call for papers and fellowship. And for students, there's a whole bunch of internships. LinkedIn has actually announced their internship for summer. There's a whole bunch of jobs, right? Jobs calls. I do share these things. I'll share these in the newsletter that goes out on the first Monday. So, given that April started, with the middle of the week. The first Monday is going to be next Monday, the 7th. So the Jamte newsletter will go out on 7th. It's perfect timing because everything that I'm going to share here, all those links will be on the Jamte newsletter. So don't worry. If I can, I'll put a bunch in the chat with us, but it'll all show up in the Champion newsletter. The one place where you can go find out all the follow-ups and everything else is at Business School of AI on LinkedIn. Our learner community, come chat with me there. Okay, let's get started. So let me see. Is there a burning question that you have, a topic that you're thinking about that you would like me to cover or ask about? Then I'm happy to answer that right away instead of going off on my own track. And in LinkedIn, the way, other than people are already commenting, I also saw some thumbs up go up. So you could do that. But if you comment, I will see you better and I will know who you are. And you can connect with other people if you like. Yeah, I see the numbers going up. So thank you for joining. So this is Sudha Live. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. So the latest in AI, the best way to think about it is not just what is coming out this week, because there has been mixed news, right? There has been a lot of new AGI and a lot of stuff in the Gen AI world. A lot of it is also hyped up, and you see that, and there's like a lot of people excited about it. And then there is the different events happening around the world based on actually applying AI and this trends, right? So the easiest way to think about where we should focus our energy on learning is to look at a broader trend. So I'll talk to you in a minute. So one approach I took in the beginning of the year is I said, I did a holiday learning plan in December. And then I said, let us look at what is coming out in the new year, because it starts with CES and a whole bunch of events. And DeepSeek came up, and we had a session on that at Weekly Wed. So for those of you who are new, if you go to Business School of AI, you will see all the different opportunities. And once a week, we have Weekly Wed, which is the global speaker series, where you can talk like you're talking to me here. You can actually join a Zoom session and talk to real speakers. And it's smaller group of 20 people we limit to, so that it's not like a webinar that you're just watching, because we want to be have a fun discussion, apply the learning of what you're already learning, and come in. Okay. I see I have some guests that I'm going to call in this to who are joining me. Just a minute. I'm going to bring Paulina in. Give me a minute, Paulina. Let me see. Okay. So Paulina, hang in there. I'm not told them about our big event that is coming up. So the way we are doing this, Paulina, is I talk to my students about opportunities. So I'm going to get to jobs and stuff after I get to talk to Paulina, because she's representing something very exciting that's coming literally next week. So like we do Weekly Wed, and you get to talk to one speaker in the week, we have 24 speakers talking to us over 24 hours on a live stream for many hours. So that is on IoT Day on April 9th. IoT Day is a bigger phenomena than me, and I am just part of. Oh my God, look at how do you do that? I want people to be sending like 100 thumbs up at the same time. I need to learn that from you. Awesome. Okay, so IoT Day is April 9th, and it's a bigger phenomena. IoTday.org has several events. So the big trend I see in AI is not just Gen AI. And for those of you who have taken my courses on Agentic AI and Gen AI, and who are new to AI, or like just taking AI courses, or the recent one on Notebook LM or Glean AI, is great. But when you think of applying it in your real job, you have to think about, okay, what else can I learn? Where can I bring this? The trend is AI is not just a piece of software. That's great when you learn it to understand concepts, but it is being applied in industry. It is applied in healthcare, in devices. So IoT is Internet of Things, where it's becoming physical AI. And there is edge AI, when it is AI running on the edge, or embodied AI when the Gen AI is running in a device, or embedded AI when it is baked into the actual hardware. So we need to learn a lot more. So on IoT Day, this is our 8th year. We run an event, Roxy Simpson and I, and at this time we are lucky to have an amazing set of volunteers to run an event called IOTwoman, with 24 women who take their time out from being, changing their world and being experts in their lives, to come join us, like Paulina's joined us today. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about IoT Women's schedule and some of the speakers and what you can expect. And that's a learning opportunity for you. And I'll tell you where to sign up, where to attend, and all that stuff. Otherwise, you just go to Business School of AI. If I forget to give you the links and stuff, just go there and, you'll be able to find that. So welcome, Paulina. Paulina is joining us from Europe. Thank you for finding the time. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us about the Europe track, and when it is happening? What can we expect to learn from your team?
Yeah, thanks a ton, Sudha. First of all, I would say I'm personally grateful for you inviting me to host the Europe panel. And I would also like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world our subscribers and all the diligent and committed individuals are watching us today and tuning in from today. I would like to give a little bit of a glimpse into our European panel for the IoT Day 2025, where we're gonna be on the 9th of April 2025. And this event is hosted by the Business School of AI, as Sudha has already mentioned. My name is Polina Branikova. I'm the president of the Global AI Center, and we're really happy to collaborate with the stellar team of Sudha Jamte and Roxy Simpson. I have the honor of leading our European panel, and we have amazing leaders and boundary breakers. We see that we are not going to talk just about tech. We're going to shape tomorrow. We're going to give particular perspectives and beacons of what we see when it comes to the global legislation, in what way we see AI is being used and leveraged these days in the world. And so in the heart of our panel beats the question that's both timely and timeless. How do we govern AI and IoT systems in a world where innovation runs faster than regulation? We're going to talk about miscellaneous things, starting from secure and democratic processes to protecting planetary biodiversity, reshaping industries to reimagining rights. So the panel brings together Europe's sharpest voices to explore how governance and ethics must evolve, how business models must adapt, and how society must brace and build. Right now, I would like to give a few notions about the lineup, a few glimpses of our speakers. First of
One second. You know what I'm going to do? Um, I want you to tell about the timing of this because this is round the clock, right? So when I say 24 hours, it's going to scare people because I don't sleep. So doesn't mean everyone doesn't sleep. So we have three regional panels. So one is the Europe panel, we
yeah.
have the South Asia panel, and we have an Africa panel. And then the Latinx panel and Canada panel and America all comes around the same band. So we have one hour of each regional panels in the morning, and I'll tell the timing of that, and for Europe. And then we have from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock my time, which is like now 10 o'clock for me. So 1 hour before this, we would have started next Wednesday, and we will go on all day, no lunch break. Because we had to accommodate somebody from Europe. It was too late for them. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat off camera. And so we have like 9 to 5, several sessions all through the morning, my time, right? So that will be night into Europe. And, as you know, and there's a Canada panel. So I'm going to give the schedule of that. So is it all right if I share the screen and show the actual the panelists? Okay.
Yeah, please, you're welcome. Of
Okay,
course.
so while you're doing that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Business School of AI on LinkedIn. Let me find that. Uh, and in there, LM has shared our schedule, right? Her schedule. That is our source of truth. And for those of you who work with AI and everything, know that, having a source of truth is the most important thing, because you can find something and then there will be another version of it. And you kind of, that's what happens with data. So we did the same thing. We thought we will practice what we are teaching, and we go if you go to Business School of AI, that is going to have the latest schedule, that is going to have the latest speakers, that's going to have the latest live stream link, everything that you want in one place. So, and I'm very thankful to LM for sharing this. Okay. So the schedule is here. I was trying to get to the Europe panel. Let me get the link for that. So do you want to, while I'm finding that, do you want to tell people where is what is the timing of this? And then you can start talking about the lineup, and I'll bring the speakers by the time.
Of course, right.
Thank
So we're gonna start at exactly 9 a.m. CET. So when it comes to the timing, approximately every individual is going to be given around 10-15 minute time for the presentation. And currently, shall I already introduce the lineup, or we may also show them, or
Yes, I'll share. Yeah, I'll share now.
you share. I just like do not see it on our Zoom conference.
No, I didn't want to interrupt. I got carried away with your
I
listening to
got
you.
you.
Okay, so here it is. I just went to Business School of AI, and there was the latest schedule. This is the full schedule that you can click and see. I'll show in a little bit later today. And then it was it had a bunch of other events. It had the Southeast Asia panel. The Europe panel is here. So I just went there. And if you click, you can see the actual live stream, and you can sign up and you can invite more friends. So here it is. So I do have that on my screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sudha. Actually, when it comes to our European panel, we're going to get started with Alice Piemonti from Italy. She will be questioning what leadership truly means in an AI-driven Europe, particularly for women who are so often, unfortunately, they're unseen. They're unfortunately unseen, and they're exactly the unseen architects of digital innovation. Then the floor would be given to Manon den Dunnen from the Netherlands. She's going to investigate what happens when our cities, our borders, even our personal space becomes virtualized environments governed by AI logic and what this means for law, surveillance, and agency. We're also going to hear from Nagaratna Say Madhook, dialing in from Ireland. She will unpack key public sectors and in what way some key public sectors exactly win and what it wins from the UK, revealing what European governments must learn about agility, procurement, and accountability in digital transformation. And then there's also me. Polina Pranikova, when it comes to what we do in February and again this month, we had the privilege, our Global AI Center had the privilege to contribute to the United Nations sessions on AI governments, presenting a multi-tiered evidence-based framework for global risk assessment, AI audits, real-time safety alerts. We also include a proposal for a new SDG, Sustainable Development Goal 18 for responsible and inclusive AI. And my presentation is going to be about the regulation of AI creations beyond the planet in the world where AI is no longer just a tool, it can already become a quasi-agent capable
So
of...
beyond the planet means in space?
Yeah, when it comes to extraterrestrial activities.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. So we're gonna
So
exactly...
Mars is included. It's not just, is it like the satellite space above Earth? Is that included?
Yeah, absolutely. Satellite space is also included. We're going to talk about what happens when machines can already have the capability to create intellectual property on Moon, on Mars, wherever we place them. And when it comes to the new and novel era of space exploration, how it's also driven by AI, and in what way we have to leverage AI. So our center here is not only looking at what AI can do, we're answering what AI should do, how to secure it, how to protect humanity's place in a world of evolving intelligences beyond the planet. So when it comes to interplanetary relationships and our newly launched institutes, they span from space strategies to eco cybersecurity and advanced intellectual property law. So we are turning science fiction into constitutional foresight, and I'm also the director of the Institute on exactly innovations and space law. And yeah, so our panel is just not reacting to the present. We're building the infrastructure for the next chapter of civilization, one secure protocol, one ethical standard, one visionary law at a time. And yeah, so that's what our European panel is going to shape. And we're really welcome all our colleagues to get into our conversation. We really hope that it would be insightful and with the unwavering commitment of those students of the Business School of AI and all the individuals who are also so passionate about AI regulation, IoT systems all together. So we're just like we always welcome all the individuals, and today exactly together in this collaboration we have the full potential to shape the future with AI together in a friendly environment, in a space where everything flourishes, humanity flourishes, and the AI potential is governed by all the ethical standards that we establish.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time.
My
Uh,
pleasure,
so
Sudha.
Thank you. So when I was showing the screen of the live stream from Business School of AI for this particular event, so we're going to have 1 hour live stream for Europe, 1 hour live stream for South Asia, and 1 hour live stream for African panel, and then like a full 8 hour live stream for 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. that covers all the different Americas. Um, so there's going to be people can just sign up for that. So I think that might be the easiest thing if it's in your time zone, because I think when I showed it, it was showing it's midnight because it's all 9 a.m. in the local times, and I can't just say local times because Europe is one time, but there are, for Africa there are like many different times. So we just picked one country in there, 9 a.m. For that band. So for Europe, it's 9 a.m. CET. That would be midnight for me here in California, or 3 a.m. in 3 a.m. in East Coast time. But we will stream this, record this, and we will come back and share that after the event. If it doesn't make time zone sense for one of the events, attend it. You can attend anything, right? This is to my learners. I'm saying. there's so many different topics that you can learn. And so you can choose based on the topic, choose based on the time zone that works for you, and then come back, and then we will be sharing, what the recordings are and stuff. And Paulina, you're going to come back to us again during the America's live band, right?
I will hope that I will just like I hope that I will manage my schedules, and I really want to jump into this conversation on leave exactly to accept the questions, discuss it with the audience. Yeah, and also we're gonna discuss the insights that we got from our European panel. So I guess
That's
it's
right.
very enlightening.
That's awesome. So you're going to bring also that you're going to bring an update from the Europe panel, as what the discussions was, and open questions and stuff, and bring it for us, and we get to see you. And will you talk to us about the AI in space legislation topic also when you come
Is that
back?
possible with your indulgence? We're really happy to share. We have a few kind of research papers that we would really like to divulge more and enlighten to the audience. But the primary segment would be about space law currently, but we will see. So if we're gonna have, and I really hope that we'll have some kind of spark in conversations.
Yeah.
So we would be really happy to share more.
That's awesome. So we are sharing the live stream on Business School of AI, so you can just sign up for any of the live streams and just watch it on LinkedIn, and then even for the main segment also you hop in and out. But then what we are doing is we have also shared a Bitly link, bit.ly/IoT woman 24. It's a women with the IOTWAMAN, not a plural, because this is empowered women leadership. Every one of them is changing their world, and they're coming to us. And we do this. We find like 24 women from around the world. It's a lot of labor of love through the years till we get to this point, and we don't talk to you about IoT women again till next April. But I feel lucky because I get to see the work of 24 women, and I'm very grateful that you're taking the time to come, share your knowledge and expertise and drive a discussion. So we are limiting the Zoom access. I mean, you can sign up. We will actually, take you and, send, we'll email you the schedule and everything else, the speakers, topics, and whatnot. But we are encouraging people to join the live stream so that they can just watch it. But then the discussion, if you think for your time zone, for a 1 hour band or 2 hour band, when it suits you, if you want to join the actual Zoom, then I think you need to sign up for the Bitly IoT Women 24. That also, I think the link is being shared at Business School of AI, so I'm not going to be promoting that right now. Okay. Any last questions for Paulina? Let me just go check the LinkedIn stream. Otherwise, yes. Nagaratna is one of our speakers from the Europe panel that Paulina mentioned, and Nagaratna is there at the LinkedIn live stream. So you can say hello to Nagaratna if you want. And thank you, Nagaratna. She just mentioned Business School of AI. I just wanted to say Business School of AI is more on LinkedIn. That is Business School of AI on LinkedIn. I'm not asking people to go to the businessschoolofai.com because that is not what we want to do here. Yeah. Um, okay. So you just go to Business School of AI on LinkedIn, and you will be able to just join in LinkedIn. So I would like people to stay on LinkedIn. That is our universe we are operating from. And I have all these students who are coming from LinkedIn Learning. So you can just come in and go to LinkedIn to Business School of AI, go find all the different live streams, go find all the different schedule and everything else. So thank you, Paulina. So with that, I'm going to wrap up the Europe segment, and I'm going to jump on to tell a little bit more about the rest of the schedule. So I'm going to share my screen. If you want to hang in there a little bit, you're welcome. But otherwise, you can drop off. I know it's late for you. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much.
Splendid. Thank you, Sudha. So I would like just to address all the attendees that are watching us now. Guys, you have to know how committed and stellar the team of Sudha is. So we're all just like really happy to see you in our European panel. And then for the Europe, it's going to be the evening in our American panel. So thank you, Sudha. Once again, we're immensely grateful. And I will jump on this live session on LinkedIn. We'll reach you out there watching as we are going to go further. And then I will just like round off my meeting right now from
Yes.
Lee. Thank you a lot, and then wishing you a wonderful day. And yeah, so I will reach you out in chat.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye.
My pleasure.
Bye. So that's actually a good timing to actually tell you. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate this. And this. I think this is a record of the number of likes and hearts that I'm getting on my Sudha Live. I'm just sharing these jobs and events, and people are like, "What about this job? What about that job?" And today I'm getting a lot of these emojis. I think emojis are really making me happy. So keep them coming. Thank you so much. So I also wanted to share while we are on this topic, I want to show you where to go because it is easier sometimes when you see, and I have a lot of stuff going on, so it gets confusing and people go like, what is she doing? So I do teach in multiple places and write books and do talks, and then I host a bunch of these events for my students. And it looks like it's me, but it's not just me. I'm a front end, and I love this. I love meeting my students. I love continuous learning and being a student again with the various speakers coming in. But I have a whole team behind me, and especially for IoT Day, there's a whole team that comes together just for IoT Day. So I'm going to show you where to go. So if you go to LinkedIn, go to Business School of AI. So let me find that for you. I'm going to share my screen so we can just get started. Um, 1 second. So I went to Business School of AI. From my profile, I could just find the school. That is my learner community. So if you're a new student of mine, just come here and you will find all the different opportunities. And sometimes it might be overwhelming because we do a lot. And I have this global set of students, and I have like 20,000 students. So I'm trying to serve you all. So there's constantly some new content coming in, new event, and some jobs we share. And for IoT Day, you will see a bunch of things happening. So don't worry about what is there. Take what is interesting for you. If you are a person who just likes emails, just sign up for the email, and you'll get the notification. If you're a person who likes, and I will send everything in the newsletter, so you can sign up for Jamtha newsletter also. If you'd rather watch and be invisible, just come join the live stream. If you feel like chatting and ask questions, that's great. Otherwise, you can watch and learn. You can get all the videos and recording. Or if you want to engage and come and talk to speakers, then you come to weekly weds on Wednesday and come to any of this session. So I'm going to show you the Business School of AI, so you can actually join in. So here I just went to Business School of AI. So actually, when I go to LinkedIn, it took me straight away there. And then there is this pin post that is showing the full schedule. Is this highlighting like that? Okay. So it is actually showing the full schedule. And this is showing the live stream for my time zone, the Americas, from morning. So we'll start at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll go till 5 o'clock. And we will do this as 2 live stream because LinkedIn allows only a maximum of 4 hours live stream, and we are doing this for 8 hours. That's why we have to split it up. And so from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock will be one live stream. And Menon, who is in the Europe panel, is going to come back and talk to us about IoT, and she has something interesting in the IoT world because she runs the IoT meetup, and she's running an IoT event in Amsterdam already, and then finishing up, and at her night she's coming for us to talk to us again. So I appreciate that, man, and thank you. And then the whole thing goes on till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And the Africa panel, the South Asia panel, the Europe panel, those are the ones that are showing here by the side. Let me go down. This is the full list of all the 24 women you're going to learn from. Starting this weekend, we are going to be sending you email if you have signed up to the email list, and I'll show you where that is in a minute. then you'll get the full schedule, the details, the timing, so you can actually, and then the Zoom link where you can join if you want to join the Zoom link. But this is the 24 women, the 24 IoT women of IoT Day 2025. And Rob Van Kranenberg is the founder of IoT Council, which started IoT Day. And he is the leader behind IoT Day, that with events happening around the globe. So I want to thank Rob for the inspiration, because I went from there, right? I was kind of inspired by that, and I said, okay, why don't I do this and do a showcase of women for IoT Day? Okay, so this is, I went to the live event, I think. Let me check where I am. Yes. So I went to Business School of AI. I saw the schedule. Then I showed you the IoT women. This is the South Asia panel. Again, we have people across multiple countries coming together. In the beginning, when I opened Sudha Live, I was telling you how the trend I see for AI, Gen AI, Agent AI, Notebook LM, Glean AI, all the different courses you're taking from me, you're going to go towards this new trend, not new trend, it's an evolving trend of how everything is going to manufacturing, to smart cities, to electronics in our home, in our cities, autonomous vehicles and transportation. All kinds of things are physical things, and AI is becoming a physical AI. It's either in the form of edge AI or embodied AI. And so Yashashwini in the South Asia panel is going to talk about embodied AI. We have heard from Divya Divedi already in a previous IoT Day. She's going to be back. Fatima Malik is joining us from Pakistan, and she's going to talk to us about AI transcriptions. Like, I'm on Zoom, and Zoom has this AI companion. Where anything I speak by voice, it actually transcribes it, and it does it for multiple languages. How that works, and that is a part of our master's in AI research for Fatima, and she's going to come and do a presentation of that. And Mala is joining us right here from Silicon Valley. So that, and she's leading this panel. Mala is part of my IoT Women team, and she's leading this South Asia panel. So thank you, Mala. And this is the Europe panel led by Paulina. You just heard about the details of it. That is so exciting. It's my midnight. I'm going to stay up and listen to this panel, though Paulina has promised to come back and give us an update during the Americas band. And the other one I have not spoken yet is the most exciting one for me, because this is a group of women I didn't know except one of them in here. And those who know me know that I'm always looking to learn from new people, new experiences. You live in a different world or work on different things. And so I was lucky to get to know these people. Ruth Naduta has been here. In fact, before this whole Gen AI thing picked up, Ruth Naduta was here. Let me make the click here so you can see a bigger view of this. So Ruth Naduta was here in, I want to say 2021 or 2022 for IoT Day, and did a hands-on session about BERT. And BERT is one of the Gen AI foundation models that before the word Gen AI was coined, and then it's evolved into Gemini from Google today. And so Ruth did that, and Ruth is going to join us. I'm very grateful because it's very early morning for her. And we are going to do this at 9 a.m. GMT or basically, I believe it is Ghana time, 9 a.m. And we have people from Kenya, from Nigeria, and Symbiote is from Nigeria. We are people from various different African countries coming together. And this is a brilliant bunch of women who are not just doing that panel. So, you will hear about the schedule and the topics when you get the email from us, or watch on Business School of AI on LinkedIn. And then what happens is that some of these women are coming back, and they're doing this early morning, and they're coming back at their night back to our America's panel, because they're going to talk to us and do some of the presentations. And Rashida Musa is actually going to come and show us how to build a live voice chatbot, and she's going to do that as a demo for us. So it's very exciting for me because I'm inspired by these women, but I'm also learning new topics. So for my students here, this is an opportunity. If you built a chatbot, if you built something with Notebook LM, and we did a bunch of chat-based applications in all my different classes on LinkedIn Learning. You're going to, I don't think we did one with voice chat yet, and this is you get to see that for real, how it is built. And it's not just about building a chatbot. And I want you to know that Gen AI is more than chatbot. It's about integrating into the real world to do something useful, not just burn more trees. So Rashida is an expert on AI integration, and so she is going to talk to about us, not just build the chatbot, but how it integrates into various other systems to create, develop useful use cases. So you're going to see that. So this is our Africa panel. So I showed you the Africa panel, you heard about the Europe panel, you heard about the South Asia panel. And where is my team? So this is my IoT women team. There's actually more people who are panel leads for various different panels. You will get to see them when you come in for the actual event. Roxy Stimson, thank you so much for hanging around. This is our 8th year doing IoT Women on IoT Day. I don't know how we are doing this, but I'm so grateful for the whole team that is come together. So the core team that is actually working on this, LM is the actual person behind all the different posts, all the different video clips that you see on Business School of AI. I told you about Mala. She's the point of contact, coordinating and leading and mentoring newer speakers. If they're not, we have a mix of experienced speakers like Paulina, and then we have new speakers who have never spoken outside in a global setting, and then they need mentoring. And Mala is an amazing mentor. She's an engineering leader, and she's an amazing mentor. And Ananya Sen, must have seen her already in my community with at Business School of AI at Weekly Wed, and she's a product management leader, and she's coordinating with the Africa panel, and she loves this eye for detail, and finds new things each time, and makes us all smart. So thank you, Ananya. And I spoke to you about Fatima about her AI transcription talk that she's giving, but she's also the lead for the South Asia panel. And not just that, but Fatima is also working on revamping our IoT Day site, which we have not actually shared publicly, but it's there for those who have come here, every year know where to get to it. And we will be sharing a revised version of the site with the speaker bios and everything else coming up early next week. So thank you, team. I really appreciate this. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap up this IoT Day topic with that, and the schedule has a lot more details. And if somebody wants to know more, you can actually see this. Let me see for questions on the LinkedIn. Do you want to know a little bit more on the US Americas panel? Okay. So the theme of this year's theme is called Unapologetically You. So each year we have a theme. Last year was soft spoken, but not but strong personalities. And you heard from women who were soft spoken, but then their voice echoes, and you learn amazing stuff. And you just when you listen to them. So this time it's called Unapologetically You, which is about just be you. And these are brilliant women, and I hope they inspire you to be you. Okay, so we are starting with an Unapologetically You panel led by Susanna Raj. Then I'm going to join this language AI panel, given all my work with LLMs. And in fact, we have Sri Lekha, who's going to do a very interesting thing. She talked to ChatGPT about an ancient Indian language called Tamil, and she had a very different, interesting experience about the hallucination. So she's going to bring that experience and give us a presentation. And I already talked to you about the voice chat that Rashida is going to build for us into a full integration. And then Denisa is actually, done an interesting thing of building two agents. For those of you who took my Agent AI class from a course from LinkedIn Learning, listen up, because we were doing this with corporate examples of agents for marketing, agents for customer service kind of thing, right? She's actually built two agents that talk to each other, comparing two languages, representing two languages, and almost like a debate between two languages, but the agents are doing that. She's built that. She's going to come and show us that. I am super excited about the possibility of where this can go, because this goes beyond the realm of here is technology. I'm going to build this for corporate and to build applications, to actually build it into world of language. And there are 7,100 something languages in the world, and ChatGPT understands 95. No language left behind model understands 200. So I don't think we have little more than 200 out there, and with a lot of hallucination the further you go away from English. So and everybody who's speaking their language, living in their countries, is not thinking about some other language, and that AI doesn't work enough for them. They demand AI to work for them. And so it's very interesting to see that we can build actual agents, use the technology of agents and Gen AI, but now create transparency and make it compare between two different languages. Was a very fascinating idea. So I'm super excited. And Denisa has put this in open source, and you can pick it up and do things from there. The next one, then we heard from Paulina on AI law and policy panel. Susanna Mayer has a talk on journalism AI. Then there is a career secrets panel with three women. That is amazing. And we have Mariam. We have two Mariams in that panel. So Claire is joining us to, break it up so it doesn't become a Mariam panel. But these are two different women who are coming from different worlds, one from Africa, and Mariam is a product leader from Walmart here in Silicon Valley, and Claire is interested in making sure that we understand. We focus. We are learning AI, just not get excited about it. How do we actually do something with it? How do you grow your career and things like that? And one of the topics in there is about how do you use data to grow your career, or grow your career in the field of data, which is kind of a foundation piece for IoT. Produces data. The data feeds and trains AI. So that's why you see a lot of AI in here. And then Menon is back after finishing up her Amsterdam IoT meetup. Talking to us about IoT, and she has a very secret topic. She said it's about IoT, so I'm going to wait and watch. So I think she has said it is called Impact Visualization Physical Environment. So I'm eager to find that. And then that will be lunch. If somebody wants to go grab lunch and come back, that's fine. Menon will be back to answer Q&A around that time. And then we have a AI literacy panel with Dr. Ashil and Nisha. They are brilliant people, and again from two different worlds. They are driving AI literacy. So for those of you who want to learn AI at different stages, different industries, different levels, this is a panel you should not miss. I was hoping Nisha will be able to join us a little bit today. I don't know if she's here. I'm just going to check in. Then she'll be able to tell us a little bit more about her panel. And then Frincy is back. Frincy did this Canada panel last year, so she'll bring a bunch of brilliant women from Canada. We're not calling it Canada panel because her topic is about AI research. So Frincy will be back with her team here at 2 o'clock. And then we have one called Data to Edge AI. I was telling you about Edge AI, Embodied AI, and Embedded AI. And there's a session on Edge AI from Sneha Jadhav. There's one on data from our own Deepika Sarkar. And then Samira Nolan is going to tell us about data in the cloud. And then we'll wrap up. Usually, we have a little time, we spill into this space, but then we try to keep at least an hour for open discussion with the audience. Before we go, during the lunch gap also, we keep a little gap for getting feedback from the audience to make sure that we adapt you so that this works for you. And then we do that wrap up session. And then Roxy Simpson will close out for us with the learning for the day and where we can, take this forward. So that's kind of the plan. So it's a lot of stuff. And for those of you, I say, I bring you opportunities. This is the mother lode of all opportunities. So if you're coming and watching this later, don't miss out. And I hope I'll be able to help you. Thank you. The topic. Okay. So Menon is here on the chat at LinkedIn, and she's saying, my topic is about being unapologetically you in a virtualized world with sensor IoT everywhere. Thank you so much, Menon. I love this. And thank you for taking the time. I don't know how you do this because she's going to go, Menon is going to go and do a presentation in the and drive the whole event for IoT for meetup for IoT Day in Amsterdam, and then she's going to be coming for us, and she's already presenting in the Euro panel in the morning. So we've cloned Manon at least 3 times that I'm aware of. So thank you so much, Manon. I really appreciate this. So I have another 11 minutes, so I'm going to jump to the jobs topic unless somebody has anything. So just join Business School of AI on LinkedIn. That's the easiest way to get to all this information, to get to all the different live streams and look at the schedule. You want the bit.ly? Okay. So the Zoom request, you can do it for IoT Day, IoT Women at bit.ly/IoT Women 24. Okay. And then starting this weekend, you will start getting the links. At least you'll get 2 emails, I believe, for about the schedule and details and all that stuff. So feel free to share that. That's it, I think, about IoT Day, unless somebody has any other burning topic or question. So, I had one question. This is called IoT Women, and is it only for women? I don't run only women. I don't run only anything event. The world is made of many of us and all of us. So IoT Women brings brilliant women from around the world. And I've been through conferences where I keynote and they call me, and then there's all men. And I don't accept any event or showcase anything that's full of just men hosting things, because that's not the world I live in. And so just to tip the balance, Roxy and I started this saying, what if we showcase a whole bunch of women? It's not just to make us conference of women, it is to create role models who are for the girls out there who don't see enough women in all the different conferences. And then these women are changing the world in their time zones, in their world. So I just thought that would be good. And sometimes you need a role model. Without that, it is very hard for us to even visualize what that you could do something. So I came across some session just recently uh, about somebody sharing about opportunities in for people who are deaf, who are in the um, STEM field, which is technology field. And there was a session. Let me find that because I want to show this to you. It will be easier if I just show this to you. So Sarah Blick Nitko is not even connected to me, and recently she's a postdoctoral associate, and she shared about how at Rochester University there is a whole bunch of um, scholarships and programs for deaf scientists. And she's just found that funding was cut for that. And she shared that there's a whole bunch of conversations that came from there. So this is for, to support students who are deaf at every stage of their academic journey, from high school to undergrad to grad to postdoctoral. And there's a whole, she calls it the whole pipeline. And that got dismantled recently. And so she was actually saying, how, you need role models, and it will affect people, not just in their opportunity. And I researched and found that there was this site which had scholarships still for hard of hearing or deaf scholarship. And so if you are, or somebody who would benefit from this, please share this one, right? So I wanted to share that. But also I found that there is, there's a whole community of people who are coming together. And if Sarah would talk to us, I've requested her and I will bring her and invite her to Weekly Wed. But I just found that there's a whole bunch of people and scholarships. And this is what I find, that when you see something, it's easy to get angry, it's easy to feel sad. But then I just believe that we are limitless. Each of us have a power to do something about it. So instead of feeling sad and doing a emoji here, I decided I will research and find out one link in the conversation, so somebody who's lost that scholarship from here can go benefit from that. And I showed that. And then I found that there was also recipients of this scholarship from the past, and they have a full list. And then there could be like mentors matched from there, or inspiration of role models from there. So I found that very interesting. I wanted to share that. This is and then this is the scholarship sources that I was sharing in there. So I just wanted to share that. And then Melogene Yap just last night said there is a multi-institutional summer research program for deaf students. Thank you, Melogene. For deaf students who get paired up with deaf mentors, doing auditory research called STEM, very smart, STEMM, here, STEM here. And they're still accepting applications. And so I just promised to show that here, and I will include that in the newsletter too. So if you know anybody who would benefit from that, right, who they have like internships, they have interest in communication disorders, and are doing STEM or pre-med studies, and can participate along students with typical hearing in research labs in auditory sciences. So I have students who specialize in voice and audio. We are going to have this session from Rashida at IoT Day about building voice chatbots. Why do we need voice chatbots? That's for the visually impaired, so they can't see, but they can hear. Similarly, what do we do with people who have auditory problems, are deaf, unfortunately, and they are making great contribution in the world of science and so many other fields, right, in writing and stuff. And so I just thought this is an opportunity for them. So if you know somebody, please share that. And all these links will be up in our newsletter also. So with that, I am going to get to the last topic, which is the list of jobs. Usually I make this the first topic, but this week that's going to be the last one. So I'm just not going to just read out a bunch, but I am going to read out a bunch. So let me see. So there is I've actually shared this before, called India AI Mission. They have a whole bunch of hackathons and jobs showing up. There's an assistant manager job. I saw 3 different UN jobs that has opened up. There's a early career research fellow in AI ethics and law at Oxford's Institute for Ethics in AI. Thanks to John Tassioles, who shared that with me. Then there's a program manager, digital health and innovation at for product teams that came via Pia Banerjee. And then there's a bunch of PhD positions I'm seeing. This one about the PhD positions open for peace and conflict research was intriguing for me. It reminded me of my student Aisha Tugorape, who works on peace technologies. And she's amazing. You should follow her if you know her. And then there's a whole bunch of tech jobs that's always there. And so there's like an emerging AI strategist job I just saw open up in Google recently. There's a bunch of trust and safety jobs, which involves looking at bias and then how to mitigate that. That topic is evergreen because there's a lot of hallucination, there's a lot of bias in AI. So when somebody puts out AI and builds AI, they're liable for it. So there's a whole process that goes behind in engineering to figure out fairness and bias metrics and mitigation. And last week at Weekly Wed, we had Rebecca Lee come in and talk about, in engineering, how when you build a technology product, how do you figure out what is bias? How do you mitigate the bias? What are the metrics that they use logically to figure this out and scale this? to make sure that the product comes out without bias. She didn't focus on hallucination, she focused on fairness and bias. So it's an interesting topic, but I'm seeing a lot of jobs in trust and safety that involves this understanding fairness. So I see a lot of people talking about AI ethics as a regulation topic, which you'll hear from the Europe panel. But there are people who are applying that as responsible AI in every possible job, and trust and safety jobs are that. So don't think trust and safety looks like something, because trust and safety people are like brilliant people. There's a lot of math models that goes in there, but there's also a lot of thinking, product thinking, customer-centric thinking that goes into this, and fairness and mitigation, fairness metrics, all of those falls under that. Other than there's a whole bunch of calls. I saw an early career category, Athena Awards in Edge in Tech, talking of IoT. I just wanted to bring more opportunities in IoT. India Mission already I mentioned a job. They also have a proposal for building foundation models for India. Then there is a Craft at Fact, FACCT, which is a big conference that's in Athens this year. And its craft is critiquing and rethinking fairness, accountability, and transparency. That's a brilliant acronym. And thanks to Alex Dunn for sharing this. Then the algorithms group at IISC, supported by the Walmart Center for Tech Excellence, is organizing a summer school on approximation algorithms for senior or undergrad students in India. There's a whole bunch of opportunities. I can't even do justice to just reading them out. I didn't want to just open one window at a time and show you, but I'm going to tag a bunch of them here in the chat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all in the newsletter. So I'm just going to give you the link on how you can get to the newsletter. Where are we? I'm looking for the LinkedIn chat, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, thank you, Menon. I really appreciate you coming. Okay, so the Jamte newsletter will have the links. We'll have all the links shared here for jobs and calls. So you can sign up. If you're already there, it's great. Jamte newsletter. Okay. And if you just joined Business School of AI, that will get you all the links and stuff about IoT Day. Business School of AI. I think somebody already shared that, so I'm not going to add that back again. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay. That's it, folks. Do you have any other question? I'm just skimming through that. Thank you, Nagaratna. Thank you, Menon, for joining. Thank you for Paulina for taking the time to talk to us about IoT Day. So I'm going to share this link. How do I get a copy? Yes, I'm going to get a copy of this. And this is the schedule of IoT Day, IoT Women. So check what works for you and just join for that, okay? And if you join Business School of AI, LM is updating. LM doesn't seem to be sleeping. I don't think I'm setting a great example to my team by not sleeping. I'm going to take the weekend off. I'm going to set a good example for my team starting this weekend. But if you join Business School of AI, you will find, and I have a global team, so it's kind of around the clock too. So it's not just one person sitting in US time. So to wrap up, I told you about a lot of different topics you can learn, and it's exciting that IoT Day is coming on April 9th. It's always on April 9th, but this is coming and overlapping with the Weekly Wed, so on Wednesday. And so you have a lot of opportunity to learn from brilliant people on various different topics. It even expands your horizon on what are the different topics. So one of the things that many of you ask me is, I took this course, what should I take next? And, it feels kind of overwhelming if you just go and see news feeds about, stolen art becoming, AI generated content, or claims of artificial general intelligence going to become smarter than humanity. I just think that's interesting reading if that's of interest to you, but I think that's not productive for us to keep learning AI to do something with our lives to contribute to the world. So I'm big on, go learn AI, go figure out what you can do with that. Think about what problems you can solve. What can you do ethically so that you can go to bed when you finish up your work that day? And that's simple. And there's so many people out in the world doing that. So my job is to bring those to you. And that's what we're doing with IO Today and with Weekly Wed. So I'll see you online at Business School of AI. I'll see you online at IoT Day, IoT Women. You will, if you join the bit.ly/IoT Women 24, you will get all the schedule and stuff. So you can just, figure out what makes sense. You'll get the Zoom link. Don't feel compelled that you have to sit for 8 hours and you have to do this at 3 a.m. It doesn't matter. If it's an intriguing topic, I'm going to listen to Yashashwini Vishwanath on embodied AI, and I'm going to stay up late to listen to that. I'm going to go cheer for the Europe panel at midnight for me. The Africa panel time, I think, is too late for me, but I'm lucky that some of them are coming back to present at the Americas session. So I will get to listen to that. So and learn from these amazing people. And all the jobs that I shared are going to, and the calls that I shared will be at the Jamte newsletter. So you can just subscribe to that, and an email will come from LM on Monday, because it's the first Monday, next Monday for April. And with that, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to close this live stream. But if you watch this, tag a friend. If somebody's missing this, remember, before you leave, just tag a friend so that they can benefit from this. And I'll just come and watch another day to see if there's any question that I missed out. And so I'll answer that. Otherwise, I will see you on Business School of AI at LinkedIn, or I will see you online at IoT Day next Wednesday. Exciting, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who supported me, and thank you for my team. Okay. Bye and stay safe. Have a beautiful weekend. Okay. Please do relax. If you are like me and crazy staying up at night, you need to take time off and, spend some time with whatever you do.